So where do you go once you reach Limgrave? We've done the Cave of Knowledge in a separate video, and we start out in beautiful Limgrave here with not much clue where to go or what to do. We need some help. And thankfully there is some help up here, but it's easy to miss. But there is a guy up here that you can talk to that will give you some hints what to do. You're probably used to this by going through the Cave of Knowledge, and if you haven't done that, have a little look at my previous video. But we'll touch the Site of Grace. And now we can fast travel here if we want. So you can see grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along the way. So that's a gentle hint, and that's talking about, can you see that little trail pointing in a direction? And if you look at your map, which is the screens button on Xbox, it tells you what you can do, blah, blah, blah. But that's showing the rough direction that we need to be going for the next sort of progression of the main story. And if we look at that, it's saying go that way. Okay. But there's this dude here that will tell you a bit more help on the map there, so you can see screens button. But talk to this guy, Varré.
Oh yes, tarnished are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Now, what I missed when I started Elden Ring years ago was that you could talk to Varré again and he will tell you more.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Varré. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, the path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
And you can talk to Varré again.
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormveil, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
So that gives us a hint where we've got to go, but it's still not clear, really, from there. But if you talk once more.
You set off, I should think, to Castle Stormveil on the cliff, where Grace would guide you, if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
So we need to get a maiden, and we need to be following this weird light here. And the way we do that is if we go this way. Now another thing that I didn't realise was that big hoofing thing there is an enemy, and it will absolutely smash the heck out of you, so you want to avoid that. And the Grace was pointing off over here, and it gives us our first useful area, which is this church up here called the Church of Elleh. And this is worth a quick visit, so that's what we're going to do. Just keep an eye where that dude is, miles away. There's a little thing here that you can pick up, which is a golden rune that will give you a little bit of money. And another site of grace here at the Church of Elleh. So we'll rest here. And we will be on our way with more stuff here. So you can see fast travel to sites of grace, blah, blah, blah. We can fast travel, so that explains that. We've also got this here where we can strengthen our armaments. It tells you about the smithing table. And that somewhere in the lands between you may meet a blacksmith who can make armaments even stronger. Get a little hint there. On top is a smithing stone, and we can use that later, but we need more than one to be able to use the smithing table, so we won't do that in a minute. This is Carly, and Carly can sell you some stuff. Let's have a little look.
Tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Elleh, purveyor of fine goods.
So the golden rune that we picked, we can actually sell that. So you've got to be careful what you sell here, and you can flick through different things to sell them here. But that one's worth 400. Do bear in mind, anything you sell, you cannot buy back though, so sell carefully. So purchase, there's different things you can buy from Elleh, and one of the things that's quite useful is the crafting kit, and this enables you to craft stuff as you move around from ingredients that you collect. And if you don't buy this, you can't craft. So we could buy that here and do a bit of crafting later, or buy that later. I'm probably going to buy that a little bit later and keep my runes for other things. So that's what you could buy there though, just to show you that.
Goodbye for now.
So once you've done that, you can also talk to Elleh about other things, and he'll have some recommendations for you, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to draw you off to the first main area where you want to be rune farming and getting used to combat, and also getting hold of your spectral steed, which means you can travel around a lot faster. We can run up here with the run command and defeat things on the way. We can collect stuff such as this Erdleaf flower, and that's where the crafting would come into play when we collect various things, if we collect the right stuff. So we just get used to the block in here and hit this dude back. You can see, very easy to keep yourself protected against someone like this. But that green bar of this stamina, you probably saw, because this enemy was a little bit stronger, they almost broke my total guard. So you can't just block forever. Your guard will get broken eventually, so you may want to dodge instead. And think about how you go forwards. You also will probably want to be doing some sneaking like we're doing here. Target on with the right stick and then just stand here. Take out enemies without much hassle at all. We've got some stuff there. And you want to be, examining all over the place. So we've got another guard here. I'll stab them. Beautiful. And then down here, we've got a Stake of America there, so if we die now, we can choose to come back to this area. And then we've also got this area here, which is Gatefront Ruins, which is the first rune farm where you can learn how to fight and also earn yourself some decent runes and start leveling up, which I'm going to cover in a separate video. I'm also going to talk about how you get Spectral Steed though, so I'm going to break off in a moment and talk about that, because you can get a steed here, but it'll be quite a nice dedicated video. But from here, if you wish, if you don't want to be looking at my other videos, you can just keep rune farming this area, just attack the enemies. And there's a site of grace here that you can keep coming back to. I hope that was of interest to you. If it was, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments welcome. If you need more help with Elden Ring, do let me know with what, or have a little look at my other channel, Grub Magnet, where there's loads of tutorials already. This new channel, I'm going through the basics again with higher quality than I did before, and trying to think about any things that I missed before. Hope it helps you out. And if you like it, please subscribe. Cheers.